Hello guys, this is Two Men Two Bike. I'm Peifa here.
Hi guys, this is Daniel here.
We are two friends from Singapore who seek to travel and explore the world by bike. And we sort of did it in 2019.
But due to the injury, we couldn't make it further. However, thanks to Moto, Yuheng Group and CF Moto, we are doing it again in 2023.
Please subscribe to follow our journey every Thursday.
This day that we got into a very interesting incident.
It was brownish, it was blurry, it was gloomy. Little did we know, we have to be in the sandstorm for 100 kilometers.
Okay, so last episode I was talking about the very interesting journey to Turpan. And why is it so? Because first, it was a very hot city and we need to pass by a very hot area,
Yes.
which is called the Flaming Mountain.
Literally translate to 火焰山 in Chinese.
And of course, this place brings back our childhood memories because this is where the journey to the west. You remember the Sun Wukong, right?
Yeah, the novel.
Yes, correct. That was mentioned in the novel, and it was very interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So after the next day, we make our way to Luntai, and this was this day that we got into a very interesting incident. It was a lucky incident because we discovered our tire, which is probably have a mileage of 10,000 kilometers already,
10,000 kilometers.
got floated.
Yeah.
We were lucky that we discovered it first before it got burst in while we were riding and got into the serious accident.
Yeah.
And of course, the second lucky thing is that we were able to actually get it replaced, the front tire, in the nearby city. Very cool of our tour guide who helped us along the way. Very happy, what a day. And so now everything is fixed. On the next day, we can confidently tackle the second largest floating desert in the world.
Yes.
It's the world, right?
Yes.
It's called the Talamakan Desert.
Floating desert. Yeah.
Correct. So we need to cross this desert to get to Mingfo, mind you. So there's no choice to skip that. So this the total distance is 520 kilometers. Yes, along a well-paved highway. Why? Because they actually have this shrub. Is it a
Shrubs.
Yeah, shrub or a desert shrub planted along the side of the road, 4 lanes of it, to prevent this floating desert of sand coming in to cover the road.
So acting like a natural fence to prevent the sand from coming in.
Correct.
Yeah.
Kudos to the Chinese engineer. Fantastic to make this highway safe and sound.
Yeah.
And we make it until below 4 hours.
Yeah.
So our next journey is to Hetian.
So from Mingfeng to Hetian, we had another half day. Okay, let me explain why. The morning when we got up for breakfast and we were done for breakfast, we got our backpack, everything on. We stepped out of the hotel. It was brownish, it was blurry, it was gloomy, and basically it is dusty. So they are actually having a minor sandstorm, I think, a minor sandstorm in Mingfeng. So we didn't give much thought to it. We just simply do whatever we can. We put on our mask, we put on our balaclava, and after the briefing from the guide, we moved on. So little did we know, we have to be in the sandstorm for 100 kilometers. It was crazy. Visibility is probably 10 meters,
Yes.
15 meters
Yes.
at most. We were traveling at 100 km, 120 km per hour, and to the extent that our windscreen got sandblasted. Currently, our windscreens are all blurred because it's being sandblasted. It was that bad. I mean, it didn't felt like big sands. It felt like dust, and this was the damage that it done to our bike.
But we were lucky, We were lucky because when we hear the news, the next few days,
2 days later,
there's a massive sandstorm that
there was an
happened.
even bigger sandstorm.
Yes, exactly, in that area. So it was really an adventure.
Correct. So after the stretch of the sandstorm, we proceeded on with the highway as per usual, and finally arrived in Kashgar. So Kashgar, is it?
Yes,
Kashgar
Old
was arrived in Kashgar Old City. So basically, it is the old capital of Xinjiang province. So the current capital is Urumqi, for your information. So it is one of the most important trade hub in the ancient Silk Road. So we gave them a visit, we walked around, and immersed in the rich history and rich culture it offered. Lastly, when we were in Kashgar, our bike has reached the time for servicing. So we wanted to give the best for our bike, because coming onwards, the next part of the journey will be facing some tough condition. So we opt for the Moto 300V engine oil change to give the bike the best that we could, so that if we love him, he will love us, and he will not give us any problem. So lastly, after the servicing was done and
our bike is all done up,
everything done up, second last day in China,
we are coming to the end of the journey.
Yes.
Where we make our last detour to Tashkurgan.
Yes.
Yes, passing through the Iowa, take Glacier Park, White Sand Lake, and Kula Kule Lake.
Yes.
With a very beautiful snow-capped mountain on the background.
Yes.
Fantastic ride on this very beautiful Route 318.
Yes.
And of course, the last final highlight of this China trip is the
Panlong Gudao. I'm not sure about the English name, but it's a very famous road in China that was discovered like the past 3-4 years.
Yeah,
it got famous.
Correct. It's a thrilling ancient mountain passes with countless curves and hairpin turns.
Yes, yes.
It was really thrilling, and I bet that all bikers, all true bikers, would definitely love this ride and this road. Yep. So that's it.
That's it for our China episode.
Do catch up the next episode to find out where are we going after China. Alright, see you.